Good afternoon. We'd like to invite you to stand with us as we say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests, families, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2026. My name is Ryan Gorley, principal of GDA.
And my name is Kathy Wright, interim principal at Virtual High School.
We are particularly grateful to have Board of Education member Ms. Eve Bolton with us today to confer these well-earned diplomas, as well as Assistant Superintendent Deborah Klein, representing Cincinnati Public Schools. We are honored to welcome you to the University of Cincinnati's Fifth Third Arena for this momentous occasion. Students at John Gilligan Digital Academy and Virtual High School have often chosen the road less traveled, thriving within unique learning environments that demand independence and perseverance. Our graduates have demonstrated exceptional self-discipline, often balancing academic requirements with personal responsibilities. Whether they are pursuing career credentials like EPA certifications or ongoing, in-demand tutoring to close achievement gaps, these students have shown they are ready to meet rigorous state standards through non-traditional pathways.
Today, we celebrate the dedication and academic achievements of our graduates as they prepare to embark on their next chapters. This is a special time for all of our graduates and their families, and we want to ensure that every family has the opportunity to hear their student's name clearly. To ensure this milestone is celebrated with the dignity it deserves, we ask all attendees to observe the following rules of decorum. As this is a special time for our graduates, we ask that everyone refrain from excessive shouting or any use of noisemakers when names are called. Upon the conclusion of the ceremony, please remain in your seats until all of the graduates have recessed out of the auditorium. Once the ceremony has concluded, you can meet your graduate in the lobby.
Let me go ahead and put these back on. All right. So first, I would like to introduce the GDA Valedictorian, Ms. Jaleese McCoy. Jaleese plans to attend the University of Cincinnati this fall to study health sciences. She has overcome many challenges, including navigating a learning disability and being held back in the second grade. After transferring to GDA during the pandemic, she began the College Credit Plus program in her junior year. She is on track to receive her Ohio 36 transfer certification from Cincinnati State this summer. Thanks to these completed credit hours, she will enter her first year at the University of Cincinnati with sophomore standing, effectively making up the year she lost earlier in education. Please join us, Ms. Jaleese McCoy.
When people think of high school, they often imagine crowded hallways, football games, and classrooms full of whispers and snickers. However, our high school experience was different because we was online. Most of us don't know each other. We never saw each other. If we did, it was through Google Meets with our cameras on, but we never spoke with each other. So being up here, what was I really supposed to say because we're basically strangers? Even though we didn't have a traditional high school, it was still our high school. Our classrooms were screens and our lessons was videos. One of my favorite things I'm going to miss is the freedom that we had. Instead of waking up early to get to school on time, we had the power to start school whenever we wanted. We could take long breaks or we could take naps. Times were literally in our hands. But with great power comes great responsibility. Since we had so much freedom and flexibility, this caused our motivation to lack. Well, for me, it definitely did. Pushing off assignments later and later throughout the day, having a temptation to watch TV instead of watching our lessons. We don't give ourselves enough credit for how much self-discipline online school truly takes. To hold ourselves accountable and to stay motivated without someone constantly watching over us, or a class schedule telling us what class to be in at what time. This independence and responsibility truly reflected our priorities in life. Everyone here should be happy and proud of themselves. Not everyone can stand here to say they graduated from high school. This is an achievement that we aren't. I know we have at least heard one time of someone trying to downplay online school. That is a fake school. I do agree that it has many differences to other schools, but the things that we went through was all real. Our assignments, our high school experience at GDA. This accomplishment is real. Do not let anyone say otherwise. I always like to say that our point of view means everything. I would have never thought I would be the valedictorian. It was never my goal. I wasn't trying to be an overachiever. I was just trying to do my best. When I was in elementary school, I was failing and I was held back. I had average grades, B's, C's, and close to D's. When I graduated from elementary school, that's when it all changed. My main focus in high school shifted to my studies. To my surprise, I soon started receiving rewards, making an honor roll. I then started aiming not to go below an A. I began to have more confidence in myself by overcoming my disability with my speech impairment and believing more in myself to be an academic achiever. Last year I was aware that I was second ranked in my junior class. That's when my new worry came. How was I supposed to stay second a whole nother year without dropping a rank? However, hearing the news this year that was the valedictorian took a whole turn. My goal was to do my best and to stay second. Instead, I was blessed and given a chance to be first as the valedictorian. The lesson that I learned that if you try and give your all into your goals, you will be rewarded. We all have different stories, different backgrounds, challenges, and paths. No one could walk in your path, and you can't walk in anyone else. No one truly knows what you're facing. So I want to congratulate everyone for making it this far, whatever things that we faced to get where we are today. This is a huge accomplishment for us. But don't stop here. Don't let this be your greatest accomplishment in your life. Have the will to continue to strive and to accomplish many more. To my fellow students, no accomplishment is a small one. Everyone's success comes in different sizes. Our wins will build us up for the next one. The only thing we need is to commit to our goals. Even though this chapter in our lives is coming close to an end, there's so much more in life to come. No matter what life takes us, we will always share the experience, challenges, and accomplishments that connect us here at GDA. Congratulations to the class of 2026.
All right, next I would like to introduce the GDA Salutatorian, Mr. Davion Greenwade. Davion Greenwade is a graduate of GDA and a full-ride Marion Spencer Scholar Award winner at the University of Cincinnati. where he will study computer engineering with the Ascend program. He is the co-founder of Eagle Vision, a patent-pending digital microscope platform, an incoming intern at Procter & Gamble, and works as a park services lead at the Cincinnati Zoo and Botanical Garden.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Davion Greenwade, and I am honored to be your guys' salutatorian. If you told a 5-year-old me that he'd be standing on a stage and giving a speech as the salutatorian, he'd first laugh and say that high school is for old people. And he definitely wouldn't believe you. The kid who got expelled in kindergarten, never. But he would also ask what the word salutatorian meant. And it's that curiosity that got me here today. At some point, I realized I had two choices. Either keep getting written off or start writing my own story. By relying on God, I stopped reacting to my circumstances and I started building them instead. I joined the Inter-Alliance Leadership Council and went from not knowing how to code to teaching new beginners and programmers on how to write their first game at local schools. I started working at the Cincinnati Zoo, where I learned what it meant to show up and be reliable every single day. And alongside my teammates, I co-founded Eagle Vision, which is a patent-pending project, and it actually won first place at the University of Cincinnati IT Expo. None of that was handed to me. I just finally figured out where to point the energy I already had. Everyone in this room got here through a different path. My friend Josh went through his own battles, and he's standing here right with us. You are all here for a reason. And just because the path was messy does not mean the destination was wrong, is wrong. I wouldn't be here without my mom, who never stopped showing up for me, even when I made that really hard. And my dad, who constantly showed me how to do right as a man. My family, my mentors at Inter-Alliance, of course, God, and the friends who stuck around even when it looked like my story wasn't going anywhere. Thank you for that. So once I finish explaining what the word salutatorian means to the younger me, I'd also tell him what it means to me now. It's not just a rank or a GPA, it's proof that the kid who couldn't sit still in class and always got written off before he even started was never the problem. He had the same curiosity, the same drive, and of course, the same willingness to annoy everybody he's around with 50 million questions. He just didn't know where to put it yet. And I would tell him that it gets so much better. That this fall, he's walking into UC as a first-generation college student. And that God had a plan for him the entire time, even when it didn't look like it. And now that I've figured it out, I'm just getting started. And that doesn't just go for me. That goes for every single person in this room. Class of 2026, we are just getting started.
Lastly, I would like to introduce our Rising Phoenix Award winner, Mr. Joshua Kimball. At 17, Josh Kimball is graduating a year early to enter the University of Cincinnati's DAP program as an animation and game design major. A recipient of the Darwin T. Turner Scholarship and a member of the UC Honors Program, Josh has always used art as a way to understand the world and express who he is. He maintains a positive outlook and uses his creativity to inspire others to grow into their best selves.
Good evening, staff, family and friends, and most importantly, students or graduates. I would first like to thank God before starting the speech because I would not be here without him and all of the challenges that I've went through to get to where I am today. So my question is, have you ever played the levels to games like Mario? That's what everything leading up to this moment has felt like. Or that be levels designed for specific power-ups and maneuverability, or the one level you could never beat as a kid, yet somehow is the easiest thing when you return to it as you get older. I use this analogy because I've loved games my whole life. I've also been in love with art just the same. I'd like to personally thank my family and friends, and especially Davion, for pushing me to be better than great. As a student myself, I would like to speak on behalf of every student or graduate when I say this. Thank you all for your unconditional support leading up to this day and even further beyond. I would also like to thank all of the GDA staff. They have been an amazing support, and they have been very patient with me along the way. I know I'm very impatient sometimes. So, with that, class of 2026, I am proud of every single one of you, and I can't wait to see you in the very near future.
Excellent, excellent. At Virtual High School, we are a very special place. We have students that come from all over the city with really complex backgrounds and things that they need in order to graduate high school, and we meet them where they are. So some of our students have been with us for a few years, and some of them just a few semesters. So it's really hard for us to identify a valedictorian or salutatorian. But we have picked out a student to speak on behalf of the class of 2026 who kind of exemplifies the spirit of virtual high school. I'd like to introduce to you Lila Howell. Lila is the 17-year-old who is graduating a year early, and she's going into the pre-physician assistant program at the College of Allied Health Sciences at the University of Cincinnati. She's an outstanding young woman, and she told me that she loves to speak. So, Lila Howell.
Good evening, everybody, especially graduates. My name is Lila Howell, a fellow graduate at Virtual High School. Today is about celebrating the end of our journey at VHS and where we plan to go beyond that. The Credit Recovery Program at Virtual High School hosts a diverse amount of students, all in different situations. No matter your situation, think about all the ways this program has helped you. As for me, it has finally allowed me to feel comfortable in a school setting and has granted me the opportunity to graduate a year early. I would like to take a moment to give thanks to my amazingly supportive family. To my mom, thank you. Thank you for always rooting for me, for always funding my success, and being the best mom you can be. I would not be standing here if it was not for you. To the rest of my family, your support and love has fueled me to keep pushing through hard times and to better myself, even when it can be incredibly hard. Now, graduates, most days might not have been easy, but your hard work has tremendously paid off. Take a moment to congratulate yourself, give yourself a little pat on the back. You're finally achieving a goal that has been almost a decade, or over a decade, in the making. To every faculty member, this program would not be operative without you guys. Thank you for all that you do, Personally, thank you for always lending me an open ear and all the support you have shown me. As we step into the future, always remember that your world is your oyster. Anything is achievable if you set your mind to it. I believe all of you will go on to achieve terrific victories in life. And with that, congratulations, class of 2026.
Next, we'd like to invite Assistant Superintendent Deb Klein up to say a few words.
Good afternoon. My name is Deb Klein, and I'm the Assistant Superintendent for Cincinnati Public Schools. I am here on behalf of Superintendent Shauna Murphy and on behalf of the entire administration of the Cincinnati Public Schools to extend our enthusiastic and heartfelt congratulations to the class of 2026. It is a great honor and privilege to have the opportunity to share this day with you, to celebrate your academic achievements and to reflect and reminisce with you on your high school experience. Today is also an important opportunity to recognize and thank the many individuals who have helped you along the way. Your parents, your family, friends, teachers, and all of the wonderful staff members. We are grateful for the support all of you have provided to this graduating class. At these graduation commencement exercise, there is so much promise and cause for celebration. I urge you to hold these feelings with you and always to find the bright side of every situation. Use your good humor, your kindness, your positive outlook, and your smile to supplement the education and experience that you have had as a 2026 graduate. We are all proud of you, and we are grateful that we have this opportunity to celebrate with you. I would like to thank Principal Gorley and Interim Principal Wright for the invitation, and on behalf of Cincinnati Public Schools, congratulations to GDA and Virtual High School Class of 2026.
Now we'd like to invite up CPS board member, Ms. Eve Bolton, for the conferral of diplomas.
Yes, I'm short. Thank you for inviting me, and thank you for allowing me to share this moment with you, with the staff, but most of all with your families and your neighbors who are here, because everybody in this room has had something to do with your success. Remember that, be thankful, and pass it forward when you get a chance. Now, I have an official duty because until I say these particular words, you aren't graduates. Ready? I asked the assistant superintendent, I asked our principals, and I must have their assurance that the young men and women that are sitting in front of me have done what they needed to do to be able to be considered graduates of Cincinnati Public Schools. Do I have your assurance? In that case, I, Eve Bolton, with the authority vested in me by the state of Ohio, and as a board member of the Cincinnati Board of Education, hereby, on the assurance of the administration and staff, confer on these men and women the diploma of Cincinnati Public Schools and that would include the two great schools that are here today, Gilligan Digital Academy and Virtual High Schools. I confer upon you the diplomas that you are about to receive. Congratulations.
All right. It is now time for the distribution of diplomas. I'd like to introduce to you Dr. Rashida White, the Senior Advisor for GDA, and Mr. Randy Miller, the Senior Advisor for Virtual High School, for the distribution of diplomas.
Jaleese McCoy. Davion Greenway. Josh Kimball. Carson Abbott. Desire Anthony. Miles Aslin. Camille Baker. Naeem Baker II. Daniel Barco Lazaro. Dudley Bohannon. Kewan Briggs. Miles Burks. Karina Bynum. Corey Carpenter. Sophia Carter. Peyton Case. Josiah Clark Isham. Kunai Coleman. Jason Couch. Anthony Dennis. Amadou Dia. Koraya Edwards. Kamaya Estelle. Diana Gabriel Embry Brosho. Nair Gardner. Say Gibson. Brianna Good. Jayla Graves. Nyana Graves. Kendra Hare. Jesse Hewitt. Ariana Horsley. Janelle Howard. Taylor Iglesias Warman. Ariel Israel. David Johnson. Dante Jones. Isla Kelly. Destiny Larkin. Patrick Lewis. Bryasia Lindsay. Josiah Lanier. Javon Mason. Kaylin Mack. Michaela McCray. Zenaida McKinney. Madison Meisberger. Caleb Nelson. Dasani Phillips. Beyonce Salgado Ramos. LaDante Saturday. Denarius Sewell. Reese Slaminsky. Myasia Smith. Kira Solomon. Rachel Soride. Romarion Spikes. Shantez Thompson. Armani Turner. Tyrico Wells. Nathaniel Walker. Henry Wardsworth. Kiara Williams. Prophecy Williams. Dante Winstead. Kaylin Witcher. Cairo Yisrael. Terrence Yisrael. That concludes GDA graduates.
Oh, no, all good. And theirs are empty, so it don't matter.
And now we have the virtual high school class of 2026. Lila Howell. Kyle Atkins. Landon Atkins. Yadira Aguiar. I got you. Giovanna Aguiar. Demetrius Anderson. Ramaya Austin. Serenity Austin.
She lost her cord.
Yeah, will you go grab it real quick?
Joel Basilio Paz. Marvin Bamaka. Amari Baker. Jasir Barnes. Davier Bohannon. Mikhail Bonner. Alasia Bowers.
I know who you are.
Ariel Boykins. Markayla Boykins. Tanaya Brooks. Michael Brown. Tiana Burnham. Dorkaya Clark. Brooklyn Coleman. Blessing Cornett. No? Nathan Cornist. James Crutchfield. Mayan Curry. Shamaria Darks. Maurice Davis. Nyree Davis. Joseph Day IV. Nancy Diaz. Kayla Dickerson. Elijah Dieng. Brooklyn Diamond. Marcus Dixon Jr. Christopher Dumas. Zaria Edie. Cherie Evans. You got me all confused. Brenaya Evans. Brooklyn Evans.
You're welcome, dear.
Denver Franklin. Renaya Freeman. Jesus Garcia. Robert Gibson Jr. Elijah Gordon. Jelani Hall. Empress Hampton. Mykelty Harris. Amour Harrison.
Was my Kelty ours at the beginning?
Antanasia Hayes.
We didn't think he was going to make it?
Danilo Hernandez.
I knew we'd make it down there.
Right.
Edvin Hernandez. Gabrielle Holmes. Shemaya Holston. Shania Honecker. Jeremiah Howard. Bree James. Vayana Johnson. Kobe Leonard. Kinaya Lewis. Hector Lopez. Tamia Lovelace.
Did he say it wrong?
Tamir Lyle. Mary Macario. LaRon Matchin. Messiah Mazion. Ada Mendez. Markia Merriweather. Demaya Moats. Adrian Moore. Cortez Patton Centineo. Mohamedou Injai. Elijah Payne. Errol Peart. Mykoa Pellman.
I know who you are.
Denver Persley. Miles Pittman. Saeja Pitts. Jennifer Quires Ramos. Fabiola Ramirez Gabriel. Sandra Ramirez Tomas. What's on? Ashley Rangel Gonzalez. Ariana Ray. Mayana Reese. Over Reynosa. Fidencia Reynosa. Breo Reynosa. Jarrell Rollins Howard. Amy Rosales. Jana Sila. Janetta Singleton. Hassan Suarez. J.C. Stone Street. Ronnie Stubblefield. Destiny Sweeten. Jerome Tankersley. Serenity Taylor. Devon Thomas. Gary Thomas Edwards. Jaden Tolbert.
Almost forgetting them diplomas.
Jeremy Torres. Kanjura Torre. Alexis True. Ever Vasquez. Derek Vaughn. Sophia Vitato. Razaya Walker. Armani Walker. Elijah Walton. No. Good try though. Adrian Washington. Markeisha White Kimball. Denasia Williams. Neasia Woods. Brian Zapata. Like I need that. Nayasha Evans.
I'd like to invite up Eve Bolton from the Board of Education.
We're almost there. You want them to stand up?
I think she's saying something, Eve.
Stand up. Do they stand?
Yeah, we'll make them see.
All right, it's that time to rise. And get ready, turn the tassel. Turn the tassel. Turn the tassel. You have to turn your tassel. Everyone, turn the tassel. All right, you take over.
Graduates, you can return to your seats. Be seated. We want to thank everyone for making this a respectful and joyful celebration for all of our graduates. We're particularly grateful to the Board of Education member, Eve Bolton, and to Assistant Superintendent Deb Klein for representing Cincinnati Public Schools. At this time, I'll ask Ms. Ratchford to come up and ring the ceremonial bell.
Those of you with a history at Virtual High School, you know that we have a long-standing tradition that every graduate gets the opportunity to ring the bell as the symbol of not only completing high school, but of moving on to the next step in their journey. Our GDA compatriots are not able to do this, so today I would like everyone in the auditorium except for the graduates to stand. Everyone except the graduates needs to stand. And today, I ring the bell for all of you. And if anybody ever tells you you are anything less than a scholar, I want you to remember this moment, because you are not.
Both of us together, right? On three. 1, 2, 3.
Congratulations to the class of 2026.
That cannon was not loud. They said it was a big boom.
At this time, we will recess out. Parents, you can meet your graduates near the fountain in front of Fifth Third Arena. Parents, you can meet your graduate out in front of the arena near the statue out front.